Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines. Today here we are looking at the beautiful town of Hamilton, where there is currently a factory on fire. Frank's Fish Stick Factory, of course, which is currently burning to the ground in front of us. So I think there might be some firemen there helping out with the situation. In the nice heart of the downtown industrial city, or district of our beautiful city. Oh yes, we have 4 fire trucks dealing with the situation, getting out of their vehicles. Oh, and it looks like the factory has not survived the gigantic blaze, even though we had 4 fire trucks on the scene. They were not able to cope with the intense fire of the fish sticks as they blazed. Now, you might note that there is a few more traffic problems with our city than you might have noticed there being last time. And yes, I will admit to having installed a mod that you suggested to me called Traffic Plus Plus. Essentially, what this mod adds to the game is the fact that the cars will not go away when there's humongous traffic jams going on in our cities, and now we can actually reroute intersections within our city. So say we can click on this intersection, and we can reroute where the lanes are directed to. That's actually very beneficial for us if we're ever coming across like mixing one-way roads and multiple things, you know, just to make it more simplistic and make everything more free-flowing and customizable. And I think it's going to be a great addition to our small little town. The only thing I wish that this mod would add is the ability to remove stoplights, because after I change this intersection to be how I want it to be, we won't actually have a need for there to be a stoplight here, and actually just be more efficient if we could have a smooth flow merge going on instead of the whole stop and go system. But yeah, that's gonna be something for another day. Maybe someone will include that. I actually heard that the Traffic Plus Plus people are creating a more advanced mod, a more overhauling mod of the whole traffic flow system that will make everything much more efficient and just be a humongous like boost to the game overall. Alright, so without further ado, I will upgrade this intersection here, so that instead of just being a... Is this actually like a... You can turn into this, can't you? This isn't one way, is it? Oh, it's actually, it's more than a one-way intersection. I actually only thought that was one way for some reason. Where did I want this to be one way at? I don't remember. The small little town of Hamilton, I tell you, has many little quirks to the city that I can't tell you that much about. Did I want to make this one way? I don't recall. See, there's many different ways we could play this, because we could have it, we're only going into the industrial, they'd have to go from this residential district here, and they'd have to go into the Maple district, and then come out at the bottom, and then go to the avenue and filter back in. Or we could play it the other way around, and it really depends on how we want this city to flow. Or otherwise, I believe as we have it right now, you can go in and out either way. Let me just check and make sure that I'm not making a fool of myself by saying this. Yes, it appears that it is 2 ways on each of these intersections, so yeah, we're gonna have to make do with what we have. Or we could actually do is we can only make one of them one way to try and smooth out the traffic flow between both of the cities. However, my problem with that is that I don't want to direct a huge amount of traffic down this one intersection and just have this massive backup of cars here attempting to turn left into this avenue. Because then that would just clog up all of their residential, then they can't get out of their house, and they can't even go to school or to businesses. But before we do all of this intersection restructuring, I guess we should get on attempting to fix some of the sewage issues our city is having. Let's see, our sewage production capacity is 120,000, and our production is 122,000. So yes, we are going to need another sewage dumping pipe. We'll put this one downstream from the other one, so we just don't get it closer to our water pumping area. Because I think I've actually had an experience in a past city where I didn't build them next to each other. So like I built them this distance, but then I slowly began creeping towards it, and then I built so many water pumping stations that it actually changed the current of the river, and the water began to actually suck into the water pumping station. And I just shut that down and build some new stuff and actually completely reinvent the infrastructure of how our water system functioned in the city. It was fantastic. You should have been there. It was great. But unfortunately, you're here with me now, today, in the city of Hamilton, building great and new things, as I've finally gotten over sickness, and I sound like my normal self again. Well, at least I think this sounds like my normal self. I kind of hope so. Otherwise, I'm just making a fool of myself again. All right, what is happening up here? I think I meant for it to be designed like that. Some very weird and interesting designs with this town, but let's get on with trying to upgrade this place and making it a little bit more fancy and chic. So we have this humongous industrial demand in the city. However, I feel it is in our city's best interest to try and upgrade the current industrial capacity rather than structuring new zones. You see, if we keep building new industrial zones, we're going to end up with far too much industrial space when we actually get to the higher industrial tiers. And if we build higher industrial tiers now, we'll have the need for smarter workers and smarter employees. See, we're already having some overeducated workers. We have 6 well-educated people, however, 0 are actually required. And it would also just reduce pollution overall and not lead to unused space in the future. All right, so how are we going to actually deal with that situation then? Some really good ways to upgrade industrial businesses is to, well, one, just increase the land value by building random parks and plazas everywhere, which usually is the solution to almost all of our problems in this game. I'm just going to be honest with you. Building parks and just everywhere is usually a very good solution to fixing everything. All right, so we're going to build this kind of heart of the downtown industrial plaza. There's already burnt down building here. Probably get rid of all of these, so... There we go. See, this is going to raise the land value. See, these places are a little bit more happy now. But the one way to truly increase the land value... Oh, see, we should have built that one a little bit farther off, but we didn't. That's all right. I'll just live with it. The one true way is to build a second facility next to the first, and I'll build this here, which really boosts the land value. See, these very light blue industries are now very happy that that was constructed. See, they're now... yeah, look at that. They're, like, ecstatic over that. Another good way is to give them really, really nice fire support. They love having a fire station nearby, and they will just basically swarm into the city the more fire protection there is. I mean, just building one of these babies is crazy. All right, so this is going to cost us $1,440 a week, but we can actually take the brunt of that, and also just, you know, this is going to be so good for our city overall. So, yeah, we're going to need another one of these anyway. Look at that. Look at all these industries. They're like, yes, we have more fire support. However, none of them actually, I think, zoned up, which is quite weird. And if that was happening, I can't hear it anyway because my headphones just turned off, which is a very much recurring theme throughout this series. Look at that. I built this brand new fire station. First thing that happens is Frank's fish stick factory starts on fire again. We can't have a fish stick factory in this city without it burning to the ground, I tell you. Oh, man. Like the best mayor ever. All right. Oh, actually, that appears to have ended, and we actually saved the factory for once. I'm very proud. Oh, there we go. I think, what is it, Garments Limited? Or someone over here moved up. That's good. I'm very proud of them. Hopefully we can get more people employed by doing that. The final factor in doing this is to install a really swish police station nearby as well, which we could probably build right next to the fire station. Actually, we could probably put it over here. That'd probably be the best place to put it to protect our industrial areas. All right, so if we put one of these babies over here, I'll put it there. That will also increase the nearby local happiness. And are they going to move zone up? I don't think they are. I think what they're actually searching for right now is a better way to transport goods and materials out of our city. Do we actually have a way to do that yet? I don't think we do. We don't have a train station. Once we have the ability to have a train station, is there a train connection? No, there is not even a train connection in our town. So that is a bit far-fetched of an idea altogether. I don't want to have to wait for boats. Oh, that's going to be too far. I guess we're just going to have to do this the good old-fashioned way and just build some more parks. That's the good old-fashioned way to do things around here. All right. Okay. Let's see. Do they like that? Come on. Zone up. Zone up, industrial. What are you doing? There we go. See, hear that noise? That's the noise of money. All right. See, all of these commercial areas would be very, like, happy to have all of this stuff nearby. But, yeah, I just guess these people just aren't too ecstatic over that. Wow, we are having serious traffic issues. Ooh, the ability not to despawn vehicles is really getting on our nerves right now. How are we going to solve this problem? This is a pretty terrible issue we're having. All right, I actually don't know. I think what we're going to have to do for now, just as a placeholder, is we are going to have to upgrade this 2-lane avenue into a 3-lane avenue. Well, 3 lanes on each side, 6 lanes total avenue. And, yeah, we actually do have the funds, I believe, to do that. Cannot upgrade. Oh, it's already... So yeah, this will be a cheap solution. So let's just do this now. All right. There we go. And now we have better connections to all of our industrial areas. We'll just leave the avenue alone. The people who go down there, I have no good reason to be going down there. All right, yep. And now we have essentially a bunch more lanes for people to turn into and try to merge to turn left. So Yeah, turning left is the big problem in this game. No one seems to ever be able to turn left. It's a real tragedy. However, I think this is working pretty well right now. Dead person's waiting for transport. How is our medical facilities doing? How are they doing? All right, so 86 citizens. We have the capacity for 100, which is brilliant. We still have pretty good medical service in this town. However, it's not really affecting the industrial areas, which I feel might be a little bit of a letdown for them right now. Do we have a cemetery? Do we not have a cemetery? I think a cemetery is a very necessary part of operating a city. Well, maybe not even a cemetery, but a crematorium, which we can't afford yet. We need 17,000 people. We need to become a little bit of a larger establishment. So I guess we'll just plop down a cemetery right in the middle of nowhere. Actually, right here is a fine place. Look at that, right next to all these houses. All these industrial places ought to love having a cemetery. Some nice death care nearby. Come on. All right. Yeah, oh my gosh, is our landfill is full. How disappointing. We have to build another landfill. I really didn't want to have to build another landfill, but so be it. We have to. All right, yeah, so that boosted up some of our industrial. Definitely. Look at this. Look at these factories moving in here. Look at this. Swish factory. Frank's fish stick factory really moved up in the world. Actually, now it became best parts. That's how swish it was. Look at that. It now requires a bunch of educated people. And you know what we have in the city? Educated people, because we have a high school. Congrats. We also have an elementary school as well. Very proud of our little city for moving up. However, now we have actually somehow created a lack in educated workers in the city, which is great because it actually requires us to have some sort of a need for better business. But look at what has changed in our industrial area. Now there is now medium demand, and now there's a much stronger demand for residential. I think that is actually a good sign that our economy is improving in the small little city of Hamilton. I think that Alexander Hamilton would be very proud of me for some of the accomplishments that we have made here today. All right, so how are we going to improve this? What if we upgraded this road here to a 2-lane avenue to accommodate some of the new traffic moving through the area? I think some of these industries would be very happy about that. And I also think it would provide very good opportunity to build up here and to build a new residential zone. All right, let's actually do that. Hopefully it's not going to destroy too many businesses. It's going to destroy some. But, you know, I'm sure they'll rebuild. That's what they're very good at doing in this game. All right, to raise the land value, actually what we could do is it's not too much more expensive. We could build a 4-lane road with decorative grass. Yes, I'm that type of benevolent leader. I will add grass. All right. Ah, darn it. What if we built here that can't be destroyed? Darn it, we built one of those, I don't even know what they're called. I'm going to call it a grass palace. We built a grass palace there. Okay. I think a lot of industries actually like that happening. I have to destroy my grass palace now, unfortunately. It's actually called. It's called a, don't know. I guess we'll find out in a second. All right, there we go. Now we've got that. I might zone a little bit more industrial because I'm kind of sad about having destroyed all of that. But, see, look, they're rebuilding for the most part. That's nice. I like that about them. I do need to replace that. What was it called? It was called a Japanese garden. Sorry. We do need to rebuild that Japanese garden before everyone becomes unhappy over the new low land values that are now retaking the area. All right, we'll replace that little warehouse zone with that. There we go. Look at the land value. It's skyrocketed back up again. Okay, second part of this plan is to pause the game and destroy this little road, which it's actually bothering me because it's in an off angle. So I'll destroy that. And then we will build our grass avenue back up here. Okay. And where should we build it out to? Let's build it out to here. Okay, so that has been constructed. And wow, there's actually a serious hill there. And we'll put this back into here. And actually, we'll keep expanding this along. Not sure why. We'll figure out in a bit. But now we have this, and it looks quite swish. And while we're at it, since we're now building tons of grass roads, apparently, I will also upgrade this one. Ooh, I can build a tree avenue. Ooh, how beautiful. Can we do that to one-way roads? We can do that to one-way roads as well. Awesome. Let's upgrade this one to have trees, just to make the people happy. Ah, look at you. You have trees. Be happy now, everyone. Be happy. Trying to accelerate time. There we go. Look at this. Look at this beautiful tree intersection we have constructed here. And I guess I will enlighten some people with some trees off of these main roads, just because they might like it. Look at them. They're like, yes, we love having low noise pollution. And I agree with you. Noise pollution sucks. However, it's a very necessary part of having a very advanced society. Okay, and I guess this will be the last tier I do here. And look at all of these nice roads we have constructed for all of our people. Oh, the most beautiful trees everywhere, all over this town. The beautification budget is probably going through the roof right now, but the land values are probably doing very well. I'm very proud of that. Okay, look, we have a pharmacy. Look at our pharmacy. Was there someone living over here that we really cared about? Was it the Lindens? Probably wasn't the Lindens. Nice time to check in on the Lindens, though. What are they doing? 5 young adults, 6 seniors. All right, all right. 6 uneducated, 4 well-educated. Well, that must be a very indecisive family when coming to politics. However, let's stay away from the topic and go into constructing our new residential area. Alright, we'll construct a very nice grassy road off of the avenue in order to provide these residents with pretty much the maximum, the full Hamiltonian, I think that is a word, Hamiltonian experience. You know what, if they can say what kind of a democracy? Jacksonian democracy. I can say Hamiltonian, right? I mean, that's perfectly fair to say. All right, I feel like these roads are a little bit more expensive because we're building them at like an incredible angle. All right, there we go. Look at that, and one more up here. There we go. Look at this. Look at this nice new area we're going to be constructing up in here. You know what we actually could do? We could connect this to all of the roads up here. Yes, we could. Yes, we could indeed. Actually, we'd have to make them more evened out, though, because that is going to be a disaster. Ooh, not sure if I want to destroy that much of the road, though. That's going to be a lot of people unhappy. Actually, they won't move out. Actually, they will move out. They just moved out. Sorry about that. You guys will get improved services coming up here in a second. I promise. As your benevolent leader. All right, and we'll just kind of run that through there. And then we'll give them a grassy road because we feel bad. Okay, and then we'll rezone the residential we destroyed. There you go. Be happy. Be happy, everyone. We rezoned your residential. Okay, let's run some commercial around here, too, because these people are probably going to need business. Like, seriously. All right, and I'll zone that over here, too. All right, and then let's make this all residential. Okay, nice. Actually, while we're at it, we'll just zone this as commercial, too. Okay, now they're going to have water problems, so let's construct an improved water system. Look at this beautiful water system I've been constructing. Very nice and orderly fashion. Okay, and then to the commercial, and we've solved our water. How is our power situation doing? I have a feeling we are actually going to need more power once all of these houses are constructed. It appears that our industrial areas are doing quite well. Some are still operating at a not advanced rate, but we do hope that in the future they will come to the conclusion that they will need to upgrade in order to sustain a more advanced society. How is our population doing, by the way? It's at 4,800. I'm not sure if that is actually down from where it was. No, yes, it actually is down. We have reduced our population since the last episode. I'm very proud of myself. This little empire we're constructing, it's quite beautiful. I like this empire so far. Ah, look at this place. The traffic management has actually gotten a lot better somehow, and I'm not sure how I've accomplished that. I think it was this avenue. I think this avenue is like the greatest thing I've ever constructed in the entire world. So, yes, I'm going to talk about the avenue for like the longest time. Ah, such a nice little town. One day it will grow into a very large and majestic city. Please tell me I haven't filled up the... Oh my gosh, this landfill is going very quick. All right, when are we actually going to become a larger town? Because we really, really badly need an incineration plant. All right, so once we have 7,500 residents, which I guess is what our next goal is going to be, then we will be able to start incinerating, which will allow us to deal with our traffic in a more manageable way. Okay, while we're at it, actually, if we're going to need all of this residential, I might as well just zone the entirety of it now. And also include a construction pattern to make sure that we don't have more traffic issues. So we're going to have to build some sort of an avenue. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, we're going to make it grassy, and we're going to build it through here. And we're going to... Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to have to connect it all down through here. Yes, yes, I know I'm destroying all of your businesses, but I'm doing this for the betterment of our national economy. Oh, we've become national somehow. I didn't mean this to become national, but... maybe this is the story of a society that has completely gone off the grid, and then this is all that remains. I kind of like that story, actually. I think we're going to stick with that one. The entire world is destroyed, but the small city of Hamilton will live on forever as a testament to true American capitalism, I guess. Didn't want to make it political. I somehow did. It's kind of like my strength, though. All right, let's construct this road out here, and there we go. Look at this beautiful system. All the people living here, we'll take this down, and we'll clog up this area. All of the industrial trucks that are coming in from outside of our city, we'll take this nice, beautiful 6-lane road, 3-lane on each side road, and they will drive it into our industrial districts. I'm kind of liking how this is turning out. It's really a shame that we're going to have to destroy pretty much all of it when we actually come to the conclusion that we can't handle this type of a traffic situation. All right, and then we'll build this here, and then we will zone all of this up. Okay, actually, we're going to need a lot of commercial because these people like have an intense demand, intense desire for commercial zones. So let's just zone this entire block here. And let's zone like a small little space down here as well. Okay, so I don't have to walk too far if they want to get to some sort of a residential area. Let's kind of keep the avenue open too. That's going to be my strategy for that. All right, and then we've got all of that. Now all we're going to need is a bunch of water for everyone to stay hydrated. You know, basically, shout out to everyone in Flint, Michigan right now. Feel really bad for you having to use all of your bottled water. I'm sure you are incredibly jealous of our city, because our government officials were able to get water from a location that wasn't contaminated with lead. At least, not at this point in the river. But, you know, didn't mean to make this political. Somehow did. But that looks like all the time we're going to have for this episode, everyone. I'm trying to keep these episodes a little bit on the shorter side, not because I don't like you, but because of the fact that these videos are absolutely massive. Like, seriously, these are some of the biggest YouTube videos I've ever had to upload. I don't know why. They just are. So yes, thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this episode of City Skylines, please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.